Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, the first episode of US Navy history, we will be focusing on the 1960s and the highlights of ships, aircraft, major conflicts and special missions of note. Please remember to like and subscribe. Alright, let's get right into it. Fact 1. USS Enterprise CVN-65. The USS Enterprise, CVN-65, holds a historic and iconic place in naval history as the world's first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. Commissioned in 1961, this technological marvel changed the course of naval warfare and forever altered the capabilities of aircraft carriers. The adoption of nuclear propulsion allowed the USS Enterprise to operate virtually without refueling for years, providing unparalleled endurance and range. This transformative feature significantly expanded the carrier's operational reach and effectiveness, enhancing its strategic value in both peacetime and during conflicts. The Enterprise's nuclear propulsion system also offered increased speed and flexibility, enabling it to respond rapidly to global crises and project American military power across the seas with unprecedented speed. Its ability to sustain a large air wing of fighter jets, bombers, and reconnaissance aircraft made it a formidable force projection platform. Throughout its illustrious service history, the USS Enterprise played pivotal roles in numerous major conflicts, including the Cuban Missile Crisis, the Vietnam War, and Operation Enduring Freedom. Alright, let's get into the next fact. Fact 2. F-4 Phantom II. The F-4 Phantom II stands as one of the most iconic and versatile fighter aircraft in history. Introduced in the 1960s, it became the primary naval aircraft for the U.S. Navy and was also widely adopted by the U.S. Air Force and Marine Corps. Its remarkable capabilities were a game-changer for the era. With the ability to reach speeds of up to Mach 2.2, the F-4 Phantom II was among the fastest jets of its time, making it a formidable asset in combat. Its versatility was another key feature, with the capacity to carry up to 18,000 pounds of bombs, missiles, and other ordnance. This adaptability allowed it to excel in various roles, from air superiority and interceptor missions to ground attack and reconnaissance. The F-4 played a pivotal role in the Vietnam War, where it was deployed extensively by all branches of the U.S. military. Its combat record showcased its effectiveness, as it notched numerous air-to-air kills and carried out successful bombing missions. Its twin-engine design, durability, and advanced radar systems made it a reliable workhorse in the demanding conditions of Southeast Asia. Ultimately, the F-4 Phantom II's production numbers, combined with its combat effectiveness and adaptability, earned it the distinction of being the most produced supersonic aircraft in history. Alright, let's get into the next fact. Fact 3. Vietnam War. During the Vietnam War, the United States Navy played a pivotal role in supporting U.S. and South Vietnamese military efforts. Two crucial components of this involvement were Yankee Station and Dixie Station, both of which were offshore areas in the Gulf of Tonkin. Yankee Station served as an aircraft carrier task force staging area in the northern part of the Gulf of Tonkin. From here, U.S. Navy aircraft carriers launched air raids on North Vietnam, targeting military infrastructure, supply routes, and logistical centers. This continuous aerial campaign was instrumental in exerting pressure on North Vietnam and disrupting its war effort. Dixie Station, located further south, was also the location of aircraft carrier strike groups where it launched air support missions. It was mainly used to help the land forces combat the Vietnam guerrillas that are engaging in fights in South Vietnam. After 1966, when there was enough air support from bases on land, there was no longer a need for Dixie Station. The U.S. Navy's relentless presence and operations in these stations demonstrated its commitment to the conflict. They also showcased the Navy's adaptability in waging unconventional warfare, securing sea lanes, and providing crucial air support to U.S. and South Vietnamese forces. Alright, let's get into the next fact. Fact 4. Cuban Missile Crisis. The United States Navy played a pivotal role during the Cuban Missile Crisis in October 1962 by implementing a naval blockade, officially referred to as a quarantine, around Cuba. This act was in response to the discovery of Soviet ballistic missiles on the island, which posed an imminent threat to the security of the United States. President John F. Kennedy's decision to establish a naval blockade was a critical diplomatic and military move. It aimed to prevent further shipments of offensive weapons and materials from reaching Cuba, thus halting the Soviet Union's plan to establish a missile presence in the Western Hemisphere. The Navy's readiness and resolve were central to the success of this strategy. The U.S. Navy's deployment of warships, including aircraft carriers and destroyers, created a formidable barrier in the waters around Cuba. This display of maritime power demonstrated America's commitment to defending its interests and deterring further Soviet aggression. It was a high-stakes moment in the Cold War, with the world on the brink of nuclear conflict. Ultimately, the U.S. Navy's role in the Cuban Missile Crisis played a significant part in achieving a peaceful resolution. Through diplomatic negotiations, the crisis was diffused, and the Soviets agreed to withdraw their missiles from Cuba, averting a potentially catastrophic confrontation. The naval blockade served as a powerful example of how maritime forces can be instrumental in achieving diplomatic objectives and maintaining global stability. Alright, let's get into the next and final fact. Space missions. The U.S. Navy has been an integral partner in supporting NASA's space missions since the early days of the space program in the 1960s. This collaboration has been multifaceted and vital to the success of American space exploration efforts. One of the most notable contributions of the U.S. Navy has been its role in the recovery of astronauts and spacecraft upon their return to Earth. During the Mercury and Apollo programs, Navy vessels, including aircraft carriers and recovery ships, were strategically positioned in designated splashdown zones in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. These ships played a crucial role in retrieving astronauts and their capsules, ensuring their safe return to terra firma. The Navy's expertise in shipboard operations, search and rescue, and medical support was essential for the swift and secure recovery of astronauts after their missions. This partnership continued into the Space Shuttle era, with Navy ships assisting in shuttle landings and recovery operations. Furthermore, the Navy has provided logistical and technical support for space launches, tracking and telemetry services, and communication networks that have been instrumental in ensuring mission success. Their contributions extend beyond Earth's atmosphere, helping NASA explore the cosmos. Alright, that is it for the video today. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.